to your fight club. We're repping the crew, battle on the floor. It's me and you, pose them up right. Let the showdown begin. In this action figure world, we're destined to win. Got my action force, they ready to strike. Transformers roll out, they're ready for the hype. Marvel and DC, heroes in the ring with every epic. Flash in the night, join the figure fight club where legends ignite. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, heroes drawn. Transform and roll out, let's take a stand. In the ring of toys, we'll make our stand. From Megatron to Starscream, they're ready to fight. With every twist and turn, they light up the night. Collectors gather round, it's a sight to behold. With stories of valor and legends retold. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, heroes jam. Transform and roll out, let's take a stand. In the ring of toys, they'll make our stand. So grab your figures, let's make some noise. In the arena of action, we're all just toys. With every epic showdown, we'll cheer and we'll shout. In the Decepticast, there's no room for doubt. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, heroes drawn. Transforming all out, let's take a stand.
Good evening. Welcome to Decepticast episode number 21. I see the chat is active. Oh, we're at legal drinking age. 21 episodes in? Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, I'd like to welcome my guest host, Anna. Welcome.
I really love the way. Thank you. I really love the way you coordinate your outfits to random events, like being the 21st episode.
Yeah. I wasn't actually planned, but yeah, this was my old one of the shirts I used to wear when I was a DJ in the local pub.
Oh, see, we're getting random Caleb lore.
Yeah.
A DJ at the local pub.
Yeah, for like 10 years I was playing tunes, trying to keep the drunks happy and watch them have poor rhythm out on the dance floor.
Poor rhythm, poor self-control, poor everything.
Yeah. You know what? I had something that came in this week. Did you get anything this week?
Show off.
Yeah.
I get things. I always have things, unfortunately.
So usually when stuff comes, I just have like a box to show. So this hit my my porch last night or around 3-4 o'clock. I actually did open it because I wanted to get a review out for it, and I got a hand. There's a hand in that box that's attached to an arm. So it's Magic Square's final piece of their combiner.
Yeah, you're done.
Yes.
So that means that you have it all built and displayed, and it's really great.
Sure.
Yeah, I thought so.
I need a hand. No, I started trying to get it in combined mode to get it ready for tonight, but no, we'll have to. This is the tease for next week. Thumbs up, guys.
You'll get there.
Yep.
You'll get there.
I will have to say, so the review for this guy is dropping just for Blast Off. It's dropping tomorrow at 1:30. It's Zoldron. The Vortex hand has the finger you're expecting. It lets you know that you're number one. I just have it sitting on my desk in number one mode.
Very nice.
But, I will have to say, like, of all of these so far, this one felt the most rushed because, like, when I was transforming it, so this is like the robot mode's waist. It just comes off. One of these like wing panels, it's not even like glued in. Like the interior of this panel was loose, and I'm not the only person that's had that issue. You can't see the robot mode's head, but it's really loose. Like it's on like a ball and a swivel, and it just doesn't feel like it's staying properly attached. And then when I transformed it last night, the faceplate fell off. So it's I mean, it's not like bad, but it's felt rushed. And this elbow joint was super stiff. Now that I've done it a few times, it's worked its way out. So I mean, that kind of gives you an idea what we're looking at.
I'll be honest, it sounds bad, right? Like not the joint, but just the experience. Like if it was removed from the others, if that was the first one you got,
Yeah.
right? You might abandon ship. Since it's the
Maybe.
fifth one you got, you're not gonna abandon ship because, well, you're holding the whole ship.
And the funny thing was, it didn't feel like it was rushed. It felt like we were waiting for this final member. And the other thing that kind of sucks, like, so he came with 2 hands, thighs. Well, I can show you the thighs. This is where I got in combined mode. So he has the thigh piece and the waist, but no combined mode gun. We don't have a combined mode gun. So I don't know. I know they are doing like a kit to make it more tune accurate, because the chest piece is more toy accurate, and I think the feet are toy accurate, not tune accurate. So I haven't heard how much that kit costs, but I got $1 down on Show Z store. No
Very
affiliate.
nice. No affiliation, but I feel like we do a lot of selling for them.
Right. Well, I mean, that's one of my go-to stores. When you have a point system, it helps out knowing you can get a discount on some things.
Oh yeah. They have their sell.
Yep. So, did you grab anything this week?
Yeah, I've got a few things. It's gonna be a little lightning roundy because, as you can hear, this is week 3 of me not exactly sounding very good. So I'm going to be minimizing the amount I talk tonight. I'm just here because I'm very nice. I don't want to leave Caleb all by himself because I know he wouldn't be able to deal without me. So I'm going to share the few things I have, if I can remember what order I wanted to share them in. Well, you know what? I'm just going to start. I always have stories, and this sucks because I want to talk more. So I brought a Wild King figure, right? Ooh. Yeah, and I didn't actually finish unboxing it. So here you go, live unboxing. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Ugh. There you go.
Clip it.
Unboxed. All done. Ta-da. So, you know, the theme with the Wild King figures is all the Wim figures are essentially the same, right? Like, he is basically the same as his little giraffe friend, right? I think they're they're more or less the same. There's not a whole lot of surprises with any of these figures. They just come with new beast head, and you know, the accessories are a little bit different, even though these two share theirs actually. And then you get your little leaf energy thing to put on the main combiner guy's chest. I'm gonna say a few things about these guys though, right? Like, here's the name. Who is this? Do you know? Does anyone in the audience know? Does anyone care? Right? That's the problem with Wild King, right? This is Drillnerhorn. Okay, sure, you know, it could be to anybody. Don't really know who they are.
Was that even a name in a Japanese continuity?
Hey, that's his name, just Drillnerhorn.
Yeah.
It's, you know, just another way of being Drillhorn, just another way of lazily naming a rhino guy. So that's part one, is, you know, who are these guys? Why do you want to own them? They're not going to have much characterization at all. So, you know. But here's the other side, is they have gotten significantly more affordable on Amazon Japan and other places. The price has gone down to a more reasonable level that you could grab a bunch of these, including the really cool new villain that's been introduced. Right, he looks really great. We showed him on here, right? I think we did. Yeah, he looks great. Comes with 2 minions. He's actually reasonably affordable. You can get him for under $100 now, so that's nice. These guys are at like the $20 level now. So they're more reasonable, but I can't really tell you why you want them because they're not characters you know. They're all basically the same, and yeah, that's my endorsement for Beast King.
Probably the best thing
Wild
going
King.
is the play feature. I would imagine how they
The
combine.
play feature's fun. It's neat, and it's just Optimus and Megatron though. But now at least we got a bad guy, so at least we can combine with someone new. I'm gonna show off one more really fast thing. Is just I'm continuing to put together Yellow Park AMK Mini, and this is their prowl. It is, as all Yellow Park AMK Mini, a mediocre experience through and through. It's fine.
It looks like a really white, milky plastic. Like not
It
much.
is a really white, milky plastic. It's nice. The face is rough.
Did they give him bumper toes?
Yes. Decently little bumper toes. They don't put a lot of paint on these guys. They don't put a lot of detail on these guys. And something I didn't know last time is out of all the like quick put together model kits I've done, his joints are all their joints are so stiff that you worry about ball joints breaking. You know how ball joints can break at the peg. I worry about it with these because of how stiff they are. So he's very stiff. He's very okay. They're all okay. Not really a big recommend there. Lots of not really recommends tonight. And then I did something kind of dumb. I got a very old figure. Got a Thrilling 30 figure. Look at this guy.
You didn't happen to get that on a sale that happened a week ago, did you?
I might have got it on a sale that happened a week ago. It might have been one of the things I was stalking because I'm going to do something kind of goofy. And I have had this guy. Ooh, check him out.
That's the I know what that is. That's the Pretender. The what was that a fun pub or TFCon?
One of the two modern Pretender shells that we got. Modern, like 10 years ago now. And opens up, has friends inside. Is Oil Master, right? Oil Master was the one that was kind of an oddball character. I really like the fact that he got the goofy swerve head. So he's got the crazy grin and everything, but he's the evil grin guy. So I really enjoy this thing. Mine I got in a lot. It does have the weapons for the gorilla. I just haven't dug them out of storage yet. But what it didn't come with was his little gun airplane buddy, who is a repaint of this gun airplane buddy. Say goodbye to him forever, Gears. Sorry. Yep, you go away, bye. And this is all I actually wanted. All I gotta do, paint it red, put it with them, and I'll basically have it for my own collection.
Nice. Well, I mean, I would bet you saved more money getting it that way than if you would have tried to get it.
It's nearly impossible to find just an accessory for a figure this rare. So I figured that was the way to do it. And there's a possibility I never even bother painting this thing. I just give it to him blue because I actually don't care. And not like the random in-laws and stuff that actually end up seeing my collection by accident are gonna be like, ooh, you get the wrong guy. Get the wrong guy with him, get it out. No, bad. Right? That's not gonna happen. So whatever.
I think
I'll do whatever with it.
I think I recently saw Patriot Prime got that at TFCon this year, along with was the other one based off of Megatron, or the Megatron was interior bot?
He did buy a set. I was there.
Oh,
It was a friend of mine who sold it.
Oh, okay.
So
all right. Well, I don't.
Yep. Weird show off today. Weird random things I got.
Yeah, everything else I got this week is more G.I. Joe related. I did get my Ramen tank in, which is not the Megatron colored one, and I have yet to open that thing.
Are you going to get the Megatron colored one?
So during book club, we were talking last night, and how everybody likes to enable, because I wanted two tanks, one to turn into the Blade Runner, one to turn into Wolverine, but then at the same time I want that Megatron on it as well. But that would put me at 3 tanks. And then they made a cool Cobra Black one that would put me at 4 tanks. So, and I want to see people get that Megatron tank in hand to see that figure that was supposed to be made. That was that amalgamation of Joe and Megatron. So
Yeah, that would be a
maybe
neat
we'll
thing to
wait till
see. So if
Is
I
that-
would have been there, they would have been trying to talk me into the Marissa and Dead
Yeah.
End set. Okay, glad I wasn't there.
I know of one person that watches the show or that I watched, Sakanen pre-ordered it. So maybe I'll wait and see what he says about it.
Nice.
So, well, anyways, I guess we should, since that's everything showed off, we should start with the slideshow. I mean, that kind of popped up. Oh, yeah, see, Catherine. Yeah, there's one of the enablers from last night. Before we pop up the slideshow, I want to say hello to everybody that's in the chat. Zaldron, Initial Goose, Video Power Gaming, Jedi Ben, Catherine, HGC, Minhoza, and I think that's everybody. So thanks for popping in, and so we'll just pop up the slides. So tonight's episode is a little clickbaity, but it's kind of a little mini topic tonight. So reissues are ruining my collection. So when we get to the end of the slideshow, we'll deeper dive into that, and there might be a little bit of a rant.
Feel free to complain about any reissues as we go through the show in the chat.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. And maybe Abby can throw a poll up, reissues yes or no, or something wittier than that.
Reissues of rare figures.
There we go. See, Anna's the smart one. I'm just here to make slideshows and
Everybody knows that.
make weird videos.
You're definitely here for that.
So we start off like always with official toy news, and it is sponsored by Collecticon Toys. And let me play this real fast.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Yeah. Yo, not right, man.
We now return to the Transformers.
So as mentioned, the official toy news is brought to you by Collecticon. Make sure to head on over there and use FFC 10 to get 10% off your entire order. So first up, so I went with Hasbro. This is probably one of the bigger stories of the week. If you wanted an A-Team van and got Stranger Things van.
Yeah, it is the A-Team van, isn't it? It's that type of van. Someone said, oh, it's going to be Mystery Machine because we have reason to think we're going to get one.
Yeah.
But that's not the Mystery Machine type of van, but that is the A-Team van. Very true.
Yeah. I got the last Stranger Things crossover on clearance at Target, or when Target does one of their sales. So this is something I might wait for that. It seems like these hang around, but the rubber chicken
Is the selling point.
That's the selling point. And then the 8-track Cassetticon. Oh, wait, well, you can't really call it a cassette, but it's a 8-trackicon.
I like the 8-track tape. It's neat, but the rubber chicken's what sells it. I want this, but the thing is, I don't even actually know what Stranger Things is about. So I know it's a series that I probably should have started years ago and watched with everyone, but I skipped it. So
I'm invested. I'm caught up on Stranger Things. So
good.
But the funny thing about Stranger Things, they started out as like preteens, and now they're all like adults because it's taken so long to complete the show. And I don't know what reference this is, because I think it's something that references this season. So, and I think the season's broke down into like 3 movies, and the first one premieres, I believe, Thanksgiving week. So, Here's some images of the packaging, and his name is whatever. His name is Frequency, and the N-Trax is the name of the 8-track tape / cassette, whatever they were classified as. So I think a lot of people are, other than the 18 van, are more interested to what this could be retooled / repaint and repainted into. But how many times do we see that? Because what was it? The Jurassic Park had that Dilophosaurus that was like, oh, that could be such and such. That could be used as such and such. Never used. The Jurassic Park Dennis Nedry Jeep we thought might have been something. The one before it, which was the Ford Explorer, the electric car, was like, oh, well, that's a pre-mold for something. And I don't think we ever seen them repainted into anything else. So
Also,
don't
the
get your hopes up.
frog that came with Naruto.
Yeah.
It's another one.
Yep. And that one's a little bit more recent, but still, I mean, they're
Probably not going to
even
get
see the Spitter listing. Spitor.
There's no history of these crossover molds getting reused.
Yeah.
As regular toys.
It's been the other way around. We
we'd
got
love to see it.
What's that?
We'd love to see it. We would love to see it happen.
Yep. It makes me wonder if the investment in the licensing fees for some of these kind of compensates for the mold use, and that doesn't justify doing repaints or minor retools. I don't know. It'd be a fun question to ask somebody that's in the know. And welcome, Sneaky Figures. Welcome, Toyomic Displays. But yeah, what was I forget, Zaldron, I'm sure he'll say it in the chat, but what was one of the it was like he had like an electric guitar or something like that. I forget the name of the character. But this character's name is Frequency. Frequency?
Yeah, people want to see this used as Shredhead.
Shredhead, thank you.
But I don't know. It's not an exact fit, but it wouldn't take a lot of remolding to get the Shredhead from this.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I was saying, I think the only one, it was the other way around. It was the Megatron, the Dino, the T-Rex Megatron that got turned into. I forget the character's name, but yeah.
Also, Draculus was made off of Mindwipe.
Yep.
And
the Frankenstein was...
the Frankenstein was made off of Impactor? Was that it?
Yeah, so they go that way, but not the other way.
Yep.
The funny thing is those were Universal monsters, so there should have been little to no licensing fee for those, because most of those are. But yeah, so that's Target exclusive. Went up for pre-order. I think it went up on pre-order Pulse as well. I'm not sure if it's sold out. Typically, the exclusives do sometimes, because there's always a limited amount of a smaller amount allocated to Pulse. But like I said, I got the last one on sale at Target on their little red card, whatever sales that they do. So I would just hold out. Big fan, welcome. Thanks for hopping in. Next up, something we're not going to see here unless you want to pay some money. So last week, if you were paying attention, we spoke about the Devastator suitcase box set and the Studio Series 86 Megatron and Commander Class Optimus Prime that was in a special case. So this is the third one, the Superion case. And right next to the Devastator, it might hit some of us old folks in the G1 feels, because it's got the retro card, or not retro box card artwork. And it looks like it has a really nice foam insert to protect your toys. And it also comes with a sticker sheet, which, if I squint my eyes hard enough, it almost looks like stickers to make them look like toy deco figures. So I believe this is limited to 200 units, and you can only get it through the Hasbro Taobao, China, Asia. So good luck if they're not already sold out. I haven't had a chance to look on eBay to see what that Devastator, if anybody's thrown that Devastator up. Have you, Anna?
I haven't checked this week now.
Yeah. But I mean, we did get a Minosaur box set that had toy deco and kind of
We
different
did.
heads. So I mean, there's still a chance. Maybe not as fancy as this, but
But if you're mourning not getting a chance to get this, just ask yourself the question: do you actually want to make a display of 80s toys boxes? Like, is that your goal here, or are you just happy to have the combiner? I'm just happy to have the combiner myself.
yeah, I
It's
would.
neat.
I know there's inbox collectors, and on one of the Figure Fight Club shows, I
That's
made
true.
fun of. But
That's true.
like I said, good luck finding this if you want the to display this box like that. So it's gonna be a pain in the butt. See, next up from Flame Toys, the pre-order went up for their Galva Leo Convoy model kit. So this is a recolor of the Leo Convoy, and you can't really see it in this picture. I know the other ones had like a soft goods cloak, so hopefully this one comes with it, but I don't know. It looks like it's got that shield. Maybe that might be as a substitute, but that almost made me want to buy the Leo Convoy, just that it had that soft goods cape. And next we have Blockies.
Oh,
If we weren't pushing Blockies enough, now they are trying to compete with Hot Wheels. Now we've seen some image of these at CTE, I believe, China Toy Expo a couple weeks back. Now we have more. So this is the box set. So this is what they're coming in. We got a few repaints. It looks like some Chase figures. That's a guess. I'm not 100% sure, but if you're a Hot Rod fan, and I know we have some out there, and if they make that Lost Light one a Chase, good luck.
well, it's looking like a 12 pack,
Yep.
right? It's looking like 12 figures. And I had a realization over this last week that they are 1/64 scale, which is in fact the Hot Wheels scale, meaning that they're actually going to be smaller than this guy, right? They're actually going to be, almost as long, but not nearly as bulky as this guy, meaning they're going to be very small toys. And if you actually take the time to look at them, like especially the Optimus is nice and easy to see, there actually aren't that many parts, right? I actually think these are going to be more similar in parts count and complexity to our Defender class blockies than they are to regular blockies. So these are not really what I'm looking for to display alt modes in my collection. I don't know if I want tiny little Matchbox cars of the alt mode beside my, because I thought it would be cool to put alt modes beside some of my more prominent characters. And it's neat that this is such a mix of designs. Like, it's all cool, and then that size just kind of throws me off.
Now, the one that would probably be worth getting if you're a fan of IDW is that Swerve, just because that gun looks like a separate accessory.
The Swerve, the Rodimus. Those are two that really stand out.
And then the odd one's Scamper, right? That's from Metroplex, the 6-wheeled car.
Yeah, it's a really odd one. I also think it's a little weird to do another Swindle. I know this one's an easy repaint to the Hound, but there's a Swindle and Defender already. So this is just going to be a more complex looking Swindle that doesn't combine. Seems kind of pointless, but it's interesting. I hope it works out for them because I like blockies in general. And, I'm not going to be shocked if I end up just buying this out of like, well, might as well give it a shot.
And I believe from what I was reading, they are using diecast, or at least that Optimus Prime cab is going to have diecast in it. So,
well, that's interesting. I've never had the chance to build something with diecast.
Yeah. But I mean, I either read that in the comment section or I read it on the Blockies post. So don't take my word for it.
Interesting.
And I was my son's the same way. He's a big fan of the Blockies. So as much as us adults are playing with them and building them, they are doing well with the kids. Next up, more little cars. So these leaked out of I think it was the Micro Machines Facebook page. I mean, you can see the guy's name all over them. But so Micro Machines are coming back. I thought they were dead and gone when they were trying to push that Transformers stuff. What was that? Right around, was that during COVID or right after?
It was around there, I think.
It was like weird blind boxes that only had one Transformer in them, and the rest of them were just generic cars. Well, now we're getting more Rise of the Beast stuff, Bumblebee movie, and I think The Last Night inspired, because that's what that Megatron is from, I believe. So only movie stuff.
That's interesting. Must be a license thing.
Yep. It seems like a lot of Asian. Well, Micro Machines isn't Asian based that I can think of. Well, I don't know who has a license now. Next up, if you like to spend money, 3-0. So if this guy does look familiar, 3-0 did this in an exclusive, and I think it went pretty quick. Now this is the general release of the DLX Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal in Toy/Beast Wars Toon accurate colors. The only difference between this and the special edition one is you don't get the mutant mask, and then the skull mace doesn't come with this, which that mutant mask looked really good on this. Like I was really wanting to pick this up till I saw the price. This thing is like $290.
It's actually less than I expected.
Really? Okay.
You know why? Because I'm basing it off Flame Toys. Flame Toys puts out figures of this detail and quality, and they charge $400 for them.
Yeah. I watched somebody review this, and I'm like, damn. It's like, because the reason why I like the Optimus Primal design from Rise of the Beast. It's just he was kind of boring because he lacked color. Now we're getting the color. If this is what Optimus Primal looked like in Rise of the Beast, my God, he would have looked so much better. I don't know if it would have helped the movie, but it definitely would have made his character look a lot cooler. Like just the hulking shoulders on this guy, just how he stands, it looks really cool. And then now you add this colorway to it, and it's getting me, but I'm not getting it. Well, you kind of see a list parts breakdown of what comes with it, and it has a light up feature. So maybe down the road we'll see, but not right now. All right, so that is all for official news. Not a whole lot of news this week. So I think with the conventions season ending,
Appreciate it.
right? Yeah. I bet.
I'm okay with it.
There you go, Sneaky. And you could probably go to Sideshow. They had the special edition one on Sideshow. I know you guys in your 112 or 116 frequent that website. So next up, third-party news. A lot of this is rehash of TFCon, but now we have like official photos. I mean, we had official photos like live in person from Anna last week, but these are more official. So this is the Mastermind Creations Megalith that completed the combiner team.
Can't reach it, but it's on display over there, I promise.
And then MMC also released images of their ram horn. Is that one close by, Anna?
So good. He's so good. He's really great. I don't think he's ever gotten a good toy before. There it is. Thank you.
And I think a lot of these went up on order last week, right? And I don't know if I'm assuming he sold out if there was anything allocated.
I would assume Ramhorn would sell out for sure.
Why do they turn into giant animals?
It's a disguise. It's a disguise in the world of giant animals.
Yep, and they're sometimes they're not quite like animals. They talk just like us.
The cassettes didn't do anything along disguises, right? Because that doesn't look like a rhino.
Right.
And plus, I think he was actually smaller than a real rhino.
So sadly, like I said, this sold out, but just this version. Typically, Mastermind Creations, Ocular Max will re-release this. You won't get the fancy vac metal shiny weapon bits. They'll be more like muted down animated style. But you should be able to get this mold eventually. I haven't seen when pre-orders go up for the standard version. And then we've seen this, but now we have official pictures of the toy deco of Blades. And the more I see MMC stuff, I kind of like, I want to add these to my bot mode shelf.
I'm gonna try. When next week we should show off our 2 semi-Bruticus's together.
Yeah.
And I should convince you to get the MMC version.
A Bruticus or MMC version of this?
Well, you could do like I did and get Baldigus.
Right.
You're watching Car Robots. You now know the team.
Yeah. I feel like I'm being pushed just like I was last night. I'm buying 5 tanks.
That's right. I shouldn't be pushing anything.
So next up, DNA. I mean, they are just pumping out upgrade kits left and right these last few weeks. So this is for Prima Prime. This is one of the first wired soft goods stuff we've seen from DNA. And hey, Talib, do you have any updates on Badass Atronius you showed a couple weeks ago? Which one was that one?
I don't know. I'm assuming it has something to do with Bumblebee.
Yeah. I don't know, Initial Goose. Go on my Instagram and comment on the pictures of it, and I can let you know. But I don't remember which Bumblebee. You have to be more specific, bud. So, do you have Prima? Would you get this upgrade kit?
It makes me want to find a Prima now. It makes me want to go dig one up. I meant to buy one at TFCon. I just got distracted by all the flashy lights and shiny things. I meant to just grab one because there were multiple loose ones I could have grabbed for a decent price.
When I recorded my news and review show, I was kind of like the same thing. I was like, crap. That head sculpt, soft goods cape, sword and shield, like that looks pretty badass.
Really fixes it. Makes it a neat looking thing.
Yeah, makes it a lot more unique.
A lot less bland.
Yeah. And it covers up that weird backpack, right?
It does.
So they're also doing that kit, and then if you want, you can get an additional sword and shield kit, or if you just want the sword and shield.
Very nice.
Or you could be just like super ultra shields and 2 swords or 2 shields and go crazy. And then they have a yellow variant. So you can choose multiple different selections. All right, so next up, so I've not heard of Great Works Studio, but I recognize that packaging in the background, and a lot of that was like it was like one of those Chinese KO companies. I think they did that Devastator had that like deformation, but I mean that's kind of like the what is it, the translation for transform?
Yeah, this might be one of the like kind of do their own thing, make their own thing, guys. Okay. Interesting. So this would be our first attempt at a Legends G1 style or anywhere official Predaking, right? Because King Toys, yeah, they did one, but theirs is not accurate to much of anything.
Right.
Other than looking good, this one would be accurate to it because, well, we've been thinking about Predaking a little bit recently for reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we'll get to at the end of the show.
Yeah. more after this. So since it's legend scale, Anna, any temptation?
Heavy temptation. I just don't like that lion mode. I don't know if I like the lion head. I gotta actually go look at my. Sometimes I'm gonna admit there's so much Transformers stuff. There's so many Transformers characters. I have to go look at reference pictures to decide if I actually think it's accurate.
Right.
So like sometimes I want to go with that first impulse of I don't really like how that looks too much as far as the lion mode, but the robot mode looks great, and I think the combined's gonna look pretty cool. But then I might look back at pictures and be like, oh, you know what? That's pretty on. So I'll go ahead and get one. We'll see. I'm tempted though. I was so tempted by the Craftsman Toys Computron though. And once reviews came up for it, I was like, well, ain't gonna do it. Hey, hi Toyamic.
I didn't know if you were setting that up or not, but yeah.
Oh no, I had no idea. I don't check the comments until they pop up on the screen. So yeah, I really want that Craftsman Toys set, but I started reading reviews and people complained about the transformation. And if something has too complex of a transformation, then I don't enjoy it. And then why do I have it? So I think I'm gonna not get that one, even though I was so excited for it. I'm still kind of tempted to rent it and then maybe, sell it at the next TFCon or whatever, but
Play that Catherine game, right?
Yep, our friend the renter.
So next up is an update from Lasercat Toys and their Beast Wars Megatron. Pre-production samples, and I think something that we haven't seen before. There's kind of a breakdown of accessories, and it looks like additional faces to get his grunty teeth face, his smiley face. I think they showed the toothbrush before, but you can do all that stuff. Of any of these, this one's kind of tempting just because I just like the Megatron, the Beast Wars Megatron design. But I'm looking forward to seeing full color images of this.
Me too.
And then next up, so this is a company I have never heard of, and these just popped up. So it's TMT Toys. So in the translation, it says this. So the scale it says is DLX scale, which DLX is 3.0, and that primal was around 11 inches tall. So I would put this at that size. But Anna, this is not an action figure. It transforms.
Surprise.
And it's a clean robot. Like, because the Takara version of this Bumblebee is a panely door mess. Like, I never
even like that guy.
on. And this robot mode is clean.
That's neat.
Yep. So maybe the translation was weird, and the DLX means it's masterpiece scale. But if it's like 10 or 11 inches, that's a little too tall for Bumblebee. That's about Optimus Prime height.
That would be huge, but if you're really into Bumblebee.
Yep. Let's see. Next up.
If you think this is the ass kissing son of
Comedy.
Oh, wrong one. Where's my...
What about
You have
you
big
guys?
jugs.
Showtime!
We ain't found shit.
Woo! 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 Woo!
I was on the wrong sound page. That was horrible.
Once you got there, though.
Dr. Wu. So everybody, how do you like your Dinobot combiners in micro scale?
I'm in, except how long have we had pictures of their Devastator?
Earlier this year, probably
I think it
21 episodes ago.
I think it was earlier. I
Was
think
it?
we actually got the first set of that Devastator almost 2 years ago. It
Really?
feels like. It feels like it to me. I could find out. But it feels like that long. I could be crazy. But you wait a long time for Dr. Wu stuff, unfortunately, from the first reveal. So it's going to be a long time till we get the little dinosaur pants here. But it looks cool.
Yeah. So do you think? So it looks like they're going Power of the Primes route, where it's a 5-team combiner, but it seems like they're leaving like repaints off the table if they don't do a 6-team combiner like Hasbro did with the core class Dinobots.
I don't know.
But yeah, like Anna said, who knows when we'll see this? But I don't even know if it went up for pre-order yet on Shows D. But Dr. Wu showed off other teases. But this one's been in the works a while. This Metroplex, Scorponok repaint. Shatterglass Scorponok. So I think they've already teased regular Scorponok and Black Zarek. Okay, so Catherine says pre-orders are up. Thank you, Catherine. So yeah, I don't. This one transforms to city mode, his scorpion mode, robot mode, and a fourth mode, cube. I think that's what most of their city formers turn into, or have a cube mode.
You can wad them up into a little cube.
Yeah. All right, so next up, kind of like I didn't have this set up, but
I'll be back.
Guess who's back?
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
You gotta put your back into it, dumbass.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
so this is kind of the theme of tonight's show, and it's kind of been like the theme of toy collecting in general here these last few months. Actually, this year. So Hasbro is doing a reissue of the Titan class Power of the Primes Predaking. So this kind of jump-started this week's topic is are reissues ruining my collection?
Well, I don't have this toy personally. I have the superior version from Wei Jane, where they took these molds and they added a little more articulation, and they added some gap covers. They fixed the wings up, gave it a better sword. Yep. Made it better.
So I had to make mine better as well, but I did it with the DNA kit. I should have got mine out, but there's a bunch of boxes in front of it. But the DNA kit,
out, but it's too far away.
I think the DNA kit improved the hands. It gave them a big sword, a sword for each member that combined into a big sword. Wings, the wings are nice. And I think side fillers for his waist. I can't think if there was anything else that it included. But yeah, so this is the Power of the Primes, Titans class Predaking. So this is what, 2018, 2017, I think. So this thing is almost 10 years old. And they're finally reissuing it now. I'm not. I wish I looked up the secondary market on what this is, but you have to think they've reissued every Titan class, like early Titan, except Metroplex.
That's true.
It's so weird. I mean, we didn't get a 1-for-1 for Trypticon. We got that Generation Selects repaint, but yeah, Metroplex is the only one they've left out. Oh yeah, the black and purple version. Yeah, I've seen that one. Is that the Feral Rex, the Jinbao one? So, do you have an opinion on reissues, Anna? Do you think it ruins us investments?
I think it can mess with people because I don't know. You probably should avoid counterfactual thinking in toy collecting, because if you overthink counterfactual thinking, meaning thinking about the possibilities of what could have been, especially close counterfactuals, what almost was. You should probably avoid that in toy collecting because our hobby's illogical in the first place, right? Like, no matter what amount of money you spent on your Predaking, it was too much, right? Because it's just a toy. So, you know, if you went out and hunted this thing and you spent, let's just say someone spent like $500 on this figure. I don't know if it's worth that much, if anyone would do that. And then it was re-released for this $230 price now, which is way more than it cost originally. You know, you'd be pretty disappointed, right? That would be quite the bummer for you. Or if you were, I think as far as holding on to toys for value, just don't do that in the first place. If something hits a value that gets you really excited and you feel like you should sell it, just sell it. Don't think you're going to hold on to it. It's going to be valuable in the future.
I wish I could be your antagonist, but I feel the same way because I have heard, not a lot, I've heard enough people that have a platform bitch and moan about reissues, and the only valid complaint is they're doing reissues and not getting to the stuff that I want. But my counterpoint to that is there's more people that want this stuff that they can sell it to than they can sell to the people that are already invested in the line. And like HGC said, then there's people like you had mentioned too, Anna, that people try to use this as an investment. And I just think that's wrong thinking. That's not what these things are. That's not what these toys are for. They're not to invest. That's just a bonus if you feel like getting out and selling stuff. But that shouldn't be the rule. And that's what ticks me off is when I see people try to like gatekeep fresh collectors.
Yeah, I agree with that because like as far as investments go, I don't think of this as a retirement fund, right? Like if I'm still alive, I'm not going to want to sell it anyway, but I don't think of it as a retirement fund. I do think of it as like if I hit up on hard times and I really needed money, yeah, I would Google the values of my toys and probably sell off some to make some money and be disappointed if, there was nothing there. I'd also be disappointed if I couldn't sell my car for a good amount of money, right? It's kind of the same idea of just like if I really needed it. Some people get there, sometimes it could happen, but that's not a plan, right? That's kind of a like, maybe I get lucky type of deal. So yeah, there's no point in that. One thing that does bug me about this one in particular is this isn't great, right? Like anyone who's owned Power of the Primes Predaking, you probably know that the bot modes are kind of awful. There's a reason they're not in these pictures.
Yeah.
The alt modes are actually really encumbered with combiner junk. They're just well hidden in these pictures. And the combine mode is neat, but it may not be the form factor you've wanted on a Predaking. He's got a very skinny torso and everything. So it's not great.
They definitely skimped on individual robot mode to make a combined mode.
We need a new Predaking to go with all the new combiners that looks as good as the rest of them. We didn't really need this. I was really hoping that QQT Predaking was going to be like one to get so that I could put that with the other core class combiners.
Yeah.
But then it got terrible reviews. So it's like, well, maybe Hasbro will make me something. Not this.
Congratulations, Matt with 2 T's. Way to not ruin your
investment.
Yeah. That what's funny though, Anna, there has not been really any good alternate Predakings lately.
No, Kane Toys put out something really good, but that's something that doesn't appeal to like 75% of our collector market because they're like, that's inaccurate. Why do I want that? So I was really hoping QQT was going to pull off something, or that new company that you just showed, like somebody pull off a good Predaking, because this ain't it. And the Takara one is odd, right? That's the other thing. We're getting a Takara Predaking, and then Hasbro's like, well, let's just throw this out again.
You complain about the price of this one, but it's half the price of the Takara one.
Absolutely. That Takara one's really high and smaller.
Yeah.
It's going to be significantly smaller than this guy.
It's like one of the things I want to mention. I'm probably going to butcher the quote, but it was something that Jeff Johns said on a podcast that always stuck with me. Was that, and I've said this before, that Richard Donner was talking to him about comic book writing, and that you want to write your comic book like the reader's reading this for the first time, and that can transition well into toy collecting and what some of these companies are doing with reissues. Sometimes this is that person's first action figure, and if it's the action figure or toy or transformer that hooks them into collecting, that's another person that's buying their stuff. And the old people that have been around that are buying everything are still going to buy everything. When they get to your character, this character that was just reissued helped make them produce the character that you've been waiting for, that probably is not an A tier character, because we get the A, B, and C tier characters every year. But the Z ones that we want to complete teams, these other figures that get reissued help fund that Z list character that you want in your collection.
I agree with that. It's true.
Yeah. So I already have this figure. I wish I had a better representation of something closer to Masterpiece in my collection. And I am happy for anybody that is able to add this at cost, and not having to pay a huge markup.
Yeah.
And Toyama
agree.
is a perfect example, because he just started and now he's all in on Transformers. There was somebody else, I think that was the same way, but I can't remember. But yeah, Toyama, he's been doing reviews and showing off toys on his podcast.
I had a friend ask me. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I talked over you. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I had a friend ask me if they should get this. And I had to tell them, there's much better ways to spend $230 in Transformers right now. That could get you most of the new Devastator, which is new Hasbro engineering. This is old Hasbro engineering. That new Devastator is a lot more impressive. It could get you any of the other Combiner teams. They're more impressive. It could get you a number of cool third-party products that are more impressive. If you really need a Predaking, a complete Predaking for this price, I understand. But it's not the best option.
Yeah. And, you mentioned third party as an option now. And with increasing prices from our first party, those third party prices are looking better every day.
Yeah, I agree. Now, would I say this is the best from the Combiner Wars era? I don't know. I like Devastator better, personally. I think Devastator is closer to how I want it to look. But both are terrible individuals. So there's that.
Yeah. That's what's so far, like with this Magic Square Bruticus that I'm putting together, like the individual robots are really good. So I'm hoping the combined mode, just looking at it, it looks pretty good. So, but at the same time, I'm paying $100 to $160 per figure. So you're at about a $600 price point right there at the combined Bruticus. But I don't think it was as bad for Legends. Legends might be a good route for a lot of new people coming in.
I would recommend Legends to just about anybody. Yeah. Mainline's fine, but Legends is really impressive and not going to take up as much space. And if you don't get used to having masterpiece size figures, honestly, the small figures are great.
Yeah, and mainline's easier to access than third party. You have to do a little bit more research to figure out where to get your third party than you would official. But anybody that's on the fence, like I was in the comment section with Toyomic Displays about third-party Transformers, so I was like, come over to the dark side. So yeah, that's pretty much all for the slideshow. I wanted to do a little rant on reissues, and everybody in the chat, I saw some people's thoughts on reissues. Just keep them coming.
I think if you complain about reissues, you might as well complain about sells too. That's the thing. Like, prices vary, prices differ, things get reissued.
Yep.
It's like last summer, me and my spouse, we invested pretty heavily in the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering set, right? And we bought the collector's pack cards that were, only going to get printed once, and you're not going to be able to get them. We had fun with it. We sold some cards. We kept a lot of them. If they reissued those cards tomorrow so that I could actually get the ones I had wanted, I wouldn't care, right? Yeah, it would crash the value of the ones I was hoarding. I'm not going to do anything with those cards, right? I'm just keeping them and displaying them at home. So let other people get the pretty cards too, whatever. Like, there'll be a little tier, and they'll be like, oh, my collection was worth this many thousand, and now it's worth like 200. Tier goes down the face, and you move on with your life.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of confidently said with that Stranger Things crossover, typically those hit that sale price. That's something you can wait on.
And
keep watching the show, Toyomic, and you'll continue to learn.
Yeah, I don't show it as much as Taylor, but we're both third-party apologists, so we'll definitely keep talking it up. There's specific third parties I talk up more than others, right? Like, I really think everyone should just buy MMC figures and MMC and Magic Square. You'll be happy.
Yeah.
Don't buy all this other crap that I've been seduced by over the years. But anyway, as I was saying, I think the waiting for a sale is a great idea. But also, this is what I meant to say, is that figure's available on Target, and if you hoarded your 25% off any one toy coupon, you'd already get it for a discount.
Yeah, I will, kind of to bring up our third-party gushing, maybe we'll have to plan a show. We'll get a bunch of our third-party toys and kind of go over each, like, company or stuff that we love or hate, like X-Transbots.
Tell you what, we plan that out a bit, and when we do it, I'll take people on a tour of my collection and show them all my third-party stuff.
Yeah.
Because I have less than Taylor, but my collection is way more eclectic.
Yep.
I cover way more of the history of third-party and random stuff that no one should own, but I do.
And some of the older stuff that's not even around anymore, right? Some of those companies.
A lot of it. I mean, just look at how close proximity I have a Moss Toys figure, right?
Yeah. I was going to say, you showed one of those off the other week, right?
Yeah, I think so. I show off my glyphs a lot, but, Moss Toys glyph is up there on my shelf. And Toy World B, and, gosh, that is actually a bunch of discontinued companies, because that's Impossible Toys, it's Toy World, and it's Moss Toys, and then X-Transbots. Blech. But it's...
Yeah. So Psychomanus, kind of what Anna was saying, MMC Mastermind Creations is one of her really big go-tos right now.
Very good.
Yeah. And then what's cool about Magic Square, they do both Legends and Masterpiece. So if you like the bigger bots, you can go with the Magic Square Masterpiece, like my Swindle right here. Or you could go Legends. So this is kind of like where I'm at with Magic Square's Bruticus. I have them all. I just haven't built them all to build Bruticus. So, I mean, it's next to my head.
I think if you're nervous about third party for the complexity, then MMC is a good route to go for big toys, and Iron Factory is a good route to go for little toys for Legends. because Iron Factory is nice, simple Legends designs and still look very good. I think both Magic Square and New Age end up looking more impressive than Iron Factory, but Iron Factory is a much better toy. I think they're very playable, they're very transformable. I'd say try those out before you dive into buying yourself a Fans Toys figure or a New Age figure, because both of those are very high complexity. One for Masterpiece and one for Legends. I want to go the highest complexity first, just because it's a big jump. It could make you hate it.
Fans Toys makes a good product. It's just early Fans Toys weren't as complex as now the most current Fans Toys, because previously Fans Toys kind of did a stylized look. Now they're more tune accurate, and a lot of times those tune accurates don't transition well into engineering and makes things more complicated. X-Transbots is the big one. It's like X-Transbots is like an abusive spouse with me, where she looks gorgeous, but she'll beat the crap out of me if I cross her the wrong way. So, if I beat the crap out of it, it's my fingers when I'm trying to transform stuff.
Every X-Transbots figure in my collection is something I don't want to transform. I'm gonna be honest with you, like even I'm just reaching for one that's right here. Oops, I just killed someone. That's okay. It's a little death. But you know, I have my little police car here, right?
Yeah.
Right? They made this as a fun homage to the anime series You're Under Arrest. And it came with the little police girls and everything. It's never seen robot mode, because I started transforming it once and I was just like, this is going to make me unhappy. This is going to make me hate it. So
Yeah.
You know what? It's a police car. It goes with the little statues of the girls. It's great. I'm happy. That's it.
You know what that reminds
me?
me?
X-Transbots.
That reminds me is if you don't have that Masterpiece Skids mold, it's like $45 on BBTS right now.
I don't think it is. I think it's all sold out. Reboost is sold out.
Oh, no. We're a little too late.
I think it's a little, yeah, it was a good price though.
Yeah.
Highly recommend the Masterpiece Skids mold.
All right. Well, like I said, we'll have to do a whole show dedicated to third-party stuff, and me and Anna will get, like, you know, be more prepared for it, and then do a book report on third-party and inform everybody. I know that was one of the shows I kind of wanted to do eventually. I know we've talked about it, but
It'd be fun.
So
let my voice recover.
Right,
Once we get there, I'll be all about it. I had like 5 books of things I would like to say tonight about all the things on the desk in front of me. And it happening.
So to keep you talking, is there anything you'd like to promote before we sign off?
Nope.
All right. Anna does have a Instagram account.
I do. But right now I don't have the energy to care.
Right. It should be linked in the description. So
it is. I'll post pictures when I feel better.
The more followers she gets, the more she'll start posting.
That's true.
We'll have to peer pressure her into posting her Transformer collection. And Abby did say it is. So
there's a lot of them.
See? Third party. Drawing blood. And Minerva should draw blood.
And then put it back in? Because she's a doctor? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, you first off, you can check me out on my YouTube channel at Talib1980_collects. I do Transformer reviews on Tuesday. This guy is being reviewed Tuesday. I skipped my X-Transbots blades. I don't know why. Maybe because I was more excited about this guy. So that's their version of Blastoff, which his name is MS-07 Space Shuttle. If you didn't know, Blastoff turns into a space shuttle. Although he kind of looks like a goose right there. Not an initial goose. So yeah, that'll drop at 1:30 tomorrow. Also tomorrow, or 1:30 p.m. Also 1:00 a.m. News and review for the week of last week. What was the last week? Is that the 3rd? Something like that. So that drops at 1:30 a.m. Check that out tomorrow morning. Don't stay up late unless you want to. And then Fridays I do action figure reviews. And then this last week, Saturday, me, Lou, and Stu, and Creative Primitive did like a Saturday night stream, and we kind of talked about movies. There was a little bit of structure, but then it just went off the ADD rails. I'm just shouting movies and what we liked about them. So I don't know. We might continue to do that on a weekly basis. That was a fun night. Go check that out. It's on my live playlist. And then that's pretty much it for my channel. So also you can catch me on the Figure Fight Club channel Mondays, like tonight at 10:15. Me and Anna, Decepticast, talk Transformers. Sometimes GoBots pop into the conversation, and Rock Lords. That's every Tuesday at 10:15 Eastern. And then Tuesday nights is the open mic night that starts at 8 p.m. We throw the StreamYard link in the chat. Anybody can hop in and talk toys, talk whatever we're talking about. Just don't be a jerk and have a good mic and camera. I mean, you need a camera to show off your toys. Don't be shy. But that's at 8 p.m. Every Tuesday. And then Friday nights is our VIP show. I keep calling it the main show, but we bring guests on to do interviews. Sometimes they're content creators, sometimes they're toy creators and artists. So Abby has a video for this Friday.
Join the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any trick will do. Pick a fight club, we welcome you. We welcome you.
Oh, so see, that's new to me. I didn't know who that was. See, Abby, did you make that on your drive home from Legion's Con because your flight was canceled? That sounds horrible. He was tired, rolled in at like 3 a.m. So, but that's it. Have a good one. See you next week. Take care.
Thanks, everyone.
As we wrap up tonight's fun, the figures and talk, so we've just begun. Join us next time for thrills anew. In the world of Figure Fight Club, it's all for you. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. See you next week on Figure Fight Club, stay strutting. This isn't goodbye, it's just a see you later. In the meantime, go check out another creator. So keep your figures on display until we gather here someday. Remember the tales and the laughs we shared. Here at Figure Fight Club, you're treasured and cared.